special, Red Hickey.
Hey, yo, welcome to the Blue Plate Special. It is real live music right here in beautiful downtown Knoxville, Tennessee, and we're just here hanging out inside of Visit Knoxville because that's what we do. We have some live music, and you can feel free to come if you like. If you can't be here with us, you can slide on over to the WDVX Facebook page where you can watch it streaming live. So today we have two guests for you today on the show, visiting with us from right here in Knoxville, Tennessee. Lisa Clow is here, and she's going to be up the second half of the show today. To get things started, she's currently based out of Asheville, Tennessee. You all welcome Siena Christie to the Blue Plate Special.
Thank you so much, Red, and thank you for having me. It's so fun to be here. This is my first ever solo gig in Knoxville. I am originally from the West Coast. I moved here just a couple weeks ago from the Pacific Northwest, and so far I just absolutely love it. So thank you for being here. I'd like to show you a song I wrote really recently called Baby Step. It is about falling in love right before you move across the country. You look at me respectfully, clear across the far enough to keep me from knowing who you are. Baby, only you can say what you're hoping for. But if I'm what you're protecting, then please don't protect me anymore. Darling, won't you take one step this way? Don't you know you take my breath away? All I want's to feel the gravity and say your name. All I want's to know your story and hold your pain like a baby. So baby, step this way. I tend to lose my loneliness looking in your eyes. And when our talking turns to kiss and time learns how to fly, baby, only I know what I'm capable of. But I'm pretty sure the worst thing I'd ever do to you is fall in love. So, darling, won't you take one step this way? Don't you know you take my breath away? All I want and say your name. All I want's to know your story and hold your pain like a baby. So baby, step this way. It's harrowing to think of hurting somebody else with the same familiar cruelty we perfected on ourselves. But don't you think the time we spend afraid and apart is really meant for dancing the night away in one another's arms? Darling, won't you take one step this way? Don't you know you take my breath away? Don't you want to watch a sunset that soon will fade? Don't you want to feel the gravity and hold my frame like a baby? Then baby, this way. Take a baby step this way. Oh baby, won't you bravely step this way? Thank you.
All right. Apparently, you know, it's live radio. This happens sometimes. We're having a little technical difficulties. Strum your guitar for
My
us.
guitar got real shy all of a sudden.
Yeah, having a hard time. Well, I'll tell you what. While we track that down, Siena. Ooh. Well, that part worked. Let's just do our little thing right now. So where did you grow up? You just came to the South, so where did you?
I grew up in Los Angeles.
Okay.
I was born in Hollywood. It's funny to say that. And then I moved to the Northwest as a baby and then back to LA for a while. So I've always been a West Coast kid. And I lived in big cities all my life. And all my life I knew that I was really a country kid at heart. I longed to be close to the trees and the birds and small towns. And I longed to get out of the city. And I had my first taste of that actually when I went to college in Ohio in a very small town. And I was like, ooh, this is so cool. This is where I want to be. So I did end up moving back to the Northwest to be close to my family because I wanted to be there for them. I loved them, but they were really supportive of me and my dreams, and they're like, we can see that you want to be somewhere else and you want to be pursuing music, and particularly country and folk music. And the Northwest has that, but it's not like the heart of that. At least that's not how I think of it. So I'm really excited to be out here.
Okay, so you chose Asheville randomly?
Not entirely randomly. Originally, I was thinking of moving right here to Knoxville because one of my dearest friends, who's going to be in the audience today, lives really close to here. She lives in Sevierville. Ended up going to Asheville. I had a couple other friends who lived there. And sometimes I still think, man, I wish I'd moved to Knoxville. It's cool.
Well, they're not that far away.
They're not that far away. That's true.
So tell us a little bit. You've got a brand new EP out. We should talk about.
I do. So I just released a 6-song EP commemorating my 6 years in the Pacific Northwest. And it's dedicated to my family and friends. And it's on my Bandcamp. I also released it on Spotify, but Bandcamp is my place thing. So, yeah. It's a lot of fun.
All right, good deal. Well, you all have the opportunity to stop by the merch table. You got some merch here today?
I didn't bring any with me.
You don't have merch with you today. Okay, well, you can find it out there by visiting sienachristie.com. Tomorrow she'll be in Nashville, and Friday in Alpharetta, Georgia, and then headed up to a visit. Again, back in Oregon next week. She's got some shows lined up there. Again, you can find her complete tour schedule on the website there at sienachristie.com. Are we good? Okay. We are not good.
So strange. Sometimes cables just decide they hate you for no reason. Like, what did I do to you? I didn't insult your mother.
Well, I know, and I'm sorry. They just decided that they were not going to work for you today. So we'll just talk some more. Have you ever tried to do you do any co-writing?
It's something I want to do more because I think I've been with some absolutely amazing writers whose style just wasn't quite the right fit for mine. It's challenging. I really tip my hat to everyone who does co-writing because it's a really cool thing.
Well, it's either most people either love co-writing or they don't do it at all. It's usually an either or. Occasionally you get those dabble in it a little bit, but to find their own way that makes them that way. And why don't you give us a little strum there?
For sure.
All right, y'all. I think we're good. This is Siena Christie on the WDVX Blue Plate Special.
Walled office, my palms were full of sweat. I'd been given a month of work to do in a week or less. Well, we didn't have a union, and I didn't have a clue that people in need of money and labor will squeeze both out of you. In a little gray-walled office, working people start to believe we are what we do. And I didn't want to be a quitter, so I let myself get used. Walking haunted from a little gray-walled office. Some people say tough luck, it ain't that bad. But when they do to you what me and my friends went through, then a harmless little gray-walled office can kill your young heart dead. My boss went through assistants like a drunkard goes through beers, and every one of them came out needing counseling for years. Didn't matter if you were pregnant or if your uncle died, you best be there in your creaky chair working unpaid overtime. In your little gray-walled office, working people start to burn. We don't want to go hungry, so we let ourselves get burned. I'm still walking haunted from a little gray-walled office. Some people say tough luck, it ain't that bad. But when they do to you what me and my friends went through, then a harmless little gray-walled office can kill your young heart dead. I was licking my wounds when I heard that place was losing steam. Well, I could have done them so much good if they'd been good to me. I'm still walking haunted from a little gray-walled office. Some people say tough luck, it ain't that bad. But when they do to you what me and my friends went through, then a harmless little gray-walled office can kill your young heart dead.
Thanks. That's unfortunately a true story. So speaking of...
I'm still unpacking how the whole thing went. Trying to grow from the hurt I'm going through. You didn't kill me, but I don't feel stronger yet. Loving you is like trying to hold a rose bush in bare hands. Now I'm bleeding, bleeding. Loving you is a job that needs a union. I wish this lonesome feeling would end. How to sex a truth and lies without losing your head. How to feel when you realize it's the good times you want most to forget. Oh, loving you is like trying to hold a rose bush in bare hands. Now I'm bleeding, bleeding. Loving you is a job for someone else with tougher skin. I wish this stinging
Thank you so much. As I mentioned, I'm from the Pacific Northwest most recently, and my family still lives there. And before I left, I wrote my parents a song, and this song is actually on my newest EP. The EP is called Run So Deep. And we recorded on it live upstairs in my dad's studio, and it was so fun having them sing harmonies with me. Sadly, I could not bring them here with me today. They're all the way over in Oregon, so you're gonna have to deal with just me singing it all by myself. The song is inspired by a book of folk songs called the Rise Up Singing Book. Maybe some of you even know of this book or have a copy of it. It is a compilation of folk songs from the 60s and even before that onward, and my parents have a copy, and sometimes we just pull it out of the piano bench and sing something from it. So I hope you like this song. It's called the Rise Up Singing Book.
There's a little white church with a little white sign. Free trip to heaven, details inside. I pass it on the way to my folks, and to this day I still haven't yet redeemed mine. There's a foot of fresh snow on the steps to their door. Daddy helps me in, gotta say for 74, he sure looks young and scrawny, and he smells like marijuana. Hey Mom, it's good to see you both, and it's been way too long. So get the rise up singing book out, and we'll sing till the fire goes out. After all these wild years, all I really know is we sound like the Carter family. Damn, it's good to be back home. There's a little gray cat in the case of my guitar, trying to eat my capo. Cats are so bizarre, and every ancient in-joke is funnier now that we've got coexistence figured out more or less. So get the rise up singing book out, and we'll sing till the fire goes out. After all these wild years, all I really know is we sound like the Partridge Family. Damn, it's good to be back home. And to tell the naked truth, I don't know if I do as good a job as both of you. There's a little white church with a little white sign. They still haven't changed it. I'm not sure why. None of us has ever set foot in there, and yet I think we're going to be just fine. So get the rise up singing book out, and we'll sing until the stars all go out. After all these wild years, all I really know is we sound like a real family. Damn, it's good to be back home. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Thank you. Thanks so much. I'm going to play one more song for you, and it's a song that I originally wrote about the beautiful scenery and people of the Northwest, but every time I'm in a new place, I like to sing it because the last line of the chorus is, don't be a stranger. I'm here for the adventure. I'm here to get to know all of you better. And so thank you so much for having me. Thank you, Red. Thank you, WDVX. Thank you, Blue Plate Special. And thank you all for being here. So I want to dedicate this song to all of you today. It's called Dear Northland.
Dear Northland, pretty Northland, can I get to know you better? Are you blue like me, and could we be a little less alone together? The strange slumbering towns along your highways gleam with danger, and the call of your winding roads in my heart saying don't be a stranger. Well, I parked beside the cafe sign and I let the wind blow through me, feeling for a moment like a prayer flag with a faded hope for kinship written into me. I went in and sat at the counter and a woman brought some coffee. There were roses on the porcelain saucer. Was once her mother's own, that's what she told me. Dear Northland, pretty Northland, can I get to know you better? Are you blue like me, and could we be a little less alone together? The strange slumbering towns along your highways gleam with danger, and the call of your winding roads in my heart saying don't be a stranger. On the porch behind a bar, I heard a group of young talking, pouring alcohol across their burning sorrows, just as television screens have always taught them. And a stranger saw me listening, and he told me they'd been minors until the antimony mine closed down and became a picture-taking point for hikers. Dear Northland, pretty Northland, can I get to know you better? Are you blue like me, and could we be a little less alone together? The strange slumbering towns along your highways gleam with danger, and the roads in my heart saying don't be a stranger. I was leaning against the hood of my car and the sun was sinking slowly. I was breathing in the smell of alder smoke, and in all my life I'd never felt so lonely. But as the sound of country wafted on the wind, somebody was singing and confessing that he wanted more folks over. Been so quiet here since Mama went to heaven. Dear Northland, pretty Northland, can I get to know you better? Are you blue like me, and could we be a little less alone together? The strange slumbering towns along your highways gleam with danger, and the call of your winding roads in my heart saying don't be a stranger. Yeah, the call of your winding roads in my heart saying don't be a stranger.
Thank you so much.
That's Siena Christie on the Blue Plate Special. Again, you can find more information at siennachristie.com. And certainly feel free to shake and howdy with her and thank her for being here with us today and making music. You know, she's headed over to Nashville and then down to Alpharetta, Georgia after that. And then she'll be out to Oregon again. So visit that website for the complete tour schedule. Support for the WDVX Blue Plate Special comes from listeners just like yourselves, from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the Tennessee Arts Commission, Visit Knoxville, Downtown Knoxville, and the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. We have Barley's that takes real good care of us here at the Blue Plate Special, and we take the show down there on Fridays for the big plate. Scott Southworth and Honky Tonks Anonymous are going to be there with us this Friday. Coming up tomorrow on the Blue Plate Special, Nash Hamilton will be back with us along with Zach Russell. And Zach Russell plays guitar in the Alex Leach Band, and Zach has a brand new project out, solo project of his own, and he'll be sharing some of that with us here tomorrow. Visit our website at WDVX.com for a complete tour schedule. Well, I guess it's not a tour schedule. It's a Blue Plate schedule, but you get it. Other people are on tour. Come into the Blue Plate. It's kind of a tour schedule. Except she's not really on tour. And yet she lives right here in Knoxville, Tennessee. We're just getting to know her. Y'all give a great big welcome to Lisa Clow.
Thank
to
you.
the Blue Plate Special.
In the hills of Tennessee, I lose myself in winding roads. I weave among its mountain springs. I drink the honey of the bee. I freshen my senses with Tennessee. You want me to start over?
This is a thing that we have to do occasionally here, We can't erase people's minds on the radio, but we can trick them a little bit. Pretend none of that even happened, y'all. From Knoxville, Tennessee, give a great big welcome to Lisa Clow to the Blue Plate Special.
In the hills of Tennessee, I lose myself in winding roads. I weave among its mountain springs. I drink the honey of the bee. I freshen my senses with Tennessee. Inhaling every smoky sunset, exhaling every bit of regret. I see God's face in wildflowers, and there I see His mighty powers. I freshen my senses with Tennessee. Oh, sounds of Appalachia consume me. Oh, sounds of Appalachia have become my history. This purpose, this place, this peace. Oh, this is where you'll find me, in Tennessee. I see the switchgrass sway and wave hello. I hear the cricket call my name. I see the mockingbird, the swallow, they fly me to a mossy glade. I freshen my senses with Tennessee. Oh, sounds of Appalachia consume me. Oh, sounds of Appalachia have become my history. Yeah, this purpose, this place, this peace. Oh, this is where you'll find me,
so fun. Thanks for coming out. I'm Lisa Clow. I write a bunch of different types of music, but folk, Americana, it's where but my first love was probably country music, and so this is a country song I wrote recently. Hopefully maybe someone else will perform it. Oh, it's a new one. She'll pull you in like a moth to a flame. 1,000 horses couldn't keep her at bay. She'll rip right through you like a mustang. Her wildfires can't be contained. Her kisses leave you burned and betrayed. Her passion burns with a holy blaze. No rope, no rule could tie her down. No bars of prison could keep her hidden. Always finds her way out. Free as a bird, she'll break from your cage. Oh, wild, can't be tamed. Her smile is tricky like the lily of the valley. Voice full of poison, wonder, beauty. You'll bear her sting before you reach the honey. No rope, no rule could tie her down. No bars of prison could keep her hidden. Always finds her way out. Free as a bird, she'll break from your cage. Oh, wild, 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 can't be tamed.
This is Lisa Clow with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. It's just CLOW if you're tuning in and trying to figure out what we're saying here. So Lisa's kind of got a weird story. Simply in the fact that she's a musician and an author and an illustrator, but she was born in Nashville, but she lives in Knoxville now that she's singing and performing. So,
Why would I do that?
Why would you do that? But
have you looked
something
outside?
Tells me, there was some matters of the heart that were involved in keeping you here.
How did you know this?
I read stuff.
I did move here in the middle of college and ended up dropping out of college and working for Dollywood, actually, doing some children's theater with them and working with their Imagination Playhouse. And I did find my husband here, and his family's here. And, I like to say wild horses could not drag me back to Nashville for permanently. I love to visit, but they're like, having the Smoky Mountains in your backyard, honestly, why would you leave? Why? So
I agree with you.
I love it.
Keep it a secret, though.
Oh, yeah.
Don't spread it around.
We like our
it's
acreage.
not like there's not Danish television in the house and stuff, Actually, we're letting our secrets out.
Yeah.
So talk to me a little bit about your musical part of your career. When did you start making music?
Yeah, so I probably when I turned 16, I started playing at a restaurant that I worked at, and I just played while I was on shift. If it got slow, they would let me come out of the kitchen and play some songs and make some tips. And then really, I just started playing gigs kind of in college and writing, and I don't know. I moved here, and I thought I was going to do marketing, and which I love, but I ended up doing graphic design, and I write sometimes for like a worship group, and then I just joined some songwriters associations in Knoxville, and so I've been playing and writing my whole adult life and teenage life, but I think just now I'm starting to pursue.
So, but writing is a huge part of your career in that you like to do write books and illustrate for bigger kids.
Yeah.
Not so much the tiny ones, but the bigger ones there.
Yeah.
You can learn more about that by visiting her website there at lisaclow.com. Let's talk a minute about you've got a crowdfunding project going on to help you raise some money for your new project that you've got in the can there. So tell us about the new project.
Sure. Yeah, so I finally decided. I've been writing 20 years this year, and I have never come out with an album before. I've played gigs, I've played shows, and so I just thought, you know what, if it's now or never, I should probably do it now. So on October 20th, I'm going to launch a crowdfunded website where if you follow my Instagram, Lisa Clow Music, you can find out details about it. But I'll just be raising some money to have a fully produced EP or album, depending on how much I make. So,
well, you can, like I said, lisaclow.com. You can find the Instagram from right there, or just search her out on Instagram as well. She does have some merch available here at the merch table after the show, and you can shake and howdy with her afterwards. And we always like to just tell our audience to mingle with the performers and thank them for being here with us today. But for now, I'm going to slide on out of the way. We'll get more music from Lisa Clow on the Blue Plate Special.
You. Here's a new one. I wrote it 2 days ago. I don't know why I'm doing this, but you tell me if you like it.
Somewhere at the top of a hill, a woman lifts her head and yells to the sky. She cries, a V of geese flying south. They catch the words from out her mouth and carry them away. This eases her pain. Hello, 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 hello. Will anybody ever know or hear me? Somewhere in a leather lazy boy, a man loosens his tie and lets out a sigh. Questions live. A toddler bursts into the room and breaks the silence with a tune and a funny face. This eases his pain. Hello, 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 hello. Will anybody ever know or hear me? We all at times feel alone with the weight that seeps into our souls, don't we? For you to know peace deeply. The sun will shine again, you'll see. But until then, I need for you to breathe. Just breathe. Hello, 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 hello. I'm desperate for you to know peace deeply. The sun will shine again, you'll see. But until then, I need you just to breathe. Just breathe. Hello.
This next song is, it's like the opposite of that song. We feel alone, and then this song was written from feeling very together with people. And I was driving, and I was like, you know what? My house is so messy. Is your house spotless? I believe that. No, but I was just like, you know what? I like a little clutter on my counters. I like it that way. And I'm going to tell you why. This is why. Oh, no. I like a little clutter on my counters and dirt on my floors, dust on my shelves and my floorboards. I like a little grime on my kitchen and my bathroom sink, 'cause you know what they remind me. How I have you, I ain't alone. We got each other when we get home. I have you for the rest of my life, till the hand of time tells us otherwise. I like a little yelling, 'cause we get to make up, forgive and forget for the ones we love. I like a little laundry in the washer, all our broken things, 'cause you know what they remind me. How I have you, I ain't alone. We got each other when we get home. I have you for the rest of my life, till the hand of time tells us otherwise. Oh, people tell me how I need to clean, and they're probably right. Yeah. I won't let them make me feel ashamed, 'cause I love my messy life. 'Cause I have you, I ain't alone. We got each other when we get home. I have you for the rest of my life, till the hand of time tells us otherwise. Hey, baby, could you put your shoes away? I love you. Could you maybe like pick up that laundry under your bed again? Oh, I have you, my alone. We got each other when we get home. I have you for the rest of my life, till the hand of time tells us otherwise. Oh, I have you. I have you. I'm going to do a little tune-in. Do a little bit of tune-in down. See how this goes. Is that okay? Are y'all having fun? I like to tell people that the Blue Plate Special is the brightest gem, one of the brightest local gems in Knoxville, in East Tennessee. It's East Tennessee's own, right? So, anyway, I am so honored to be here. When I moved here, one of the first things I did was come to the Blue Plate as a college student. And I didn't know anybody at first, so I just come by myself and enjoy Market Square and get some coffee and come down and listen to this music. And so the other day, Facebook reminded me that I came here 13 years ago, almost to the day, and it said Lisa Clow, and then the little box was, is going to the Blue Plate Special today. And so that was like 3 days ago that it reminded me, and I thought how ironic and wonderful and providential that I get to be here 13 years later playing. So thanks for having me. This song's called Lone Wolf. Calling, and I went crawling, I went falling.
sparks at our feet. He said, keep on coming, and I went on running after him. I said, I'm losing you. He just said, you're just choosing to. Keep up! Oh, baby, keep up! They tried to warn me he can't keep no honey by his side. You'll always be trailing behind. He's just alone, just alone. He's just alone.
Thank you. All right, perfect.
This is Lisa Clow with us here today on the Blue Plate Special.
Yeah.
She's got a last tune for us here today, but how about one more round of applause for Siena Christie, the first half of the show here today. So y'all, join us again for another Blue Plate Special. Tomorrow, Nash Hamilton will be here with Zach Russell. And then on Thursday, just a little heads up, everybody, Hannah Aldridge and East Tennessee's own Emmy Sunshine in the Rain will be here. Emmy's got a brand new bluegrass project out. She's going to be bringing a band with her, and we're going to have a big old time. Friday, we'll slide on down there to Barley's for the big plate with Scott Southworth and Honky Tonks Anonymous. And Saturday, Alex Mexner and Jake Dwyer will be here. So visit that website at WDVX.com for more information. You know, we are a listener-supported radio station. There's always a little donation box in the back of the room. A little love in the box keeps the good music going on the Blue Plate Special. Again, lisacloud.com. Keep an eye also on the Instagram account for that new Kickstarter project to be coming out. And sometime following that, there'll be a new EP in the works there as well. Feel free to stop at the merch table and shake and howdy with her afterwards and thank her for making music for us here today. We'll get one last tune from Lisa Clow on the Blue Plate Special.
Thank you. So today I turn 36 years old. And so it literally marks 20 years of writing music, and one of my biggest influences and mentors, indirect mentors, is our very own Dolly Parton. And so this is a song I wrote for her. And I thought, because we're in Dolly's land, as I call it, I would sing it today as a birthday present to myself, because I love it. It may not be my best song, but it's one of my favorites. So here we go.
Dear Dolly Parton, me, I know you and I won't ever meet, but I this ridge. Miss your voice ringing out on your porch step. They swoop down into our valley, and they echo your Appalachian melodies. You're more than a pretty face. We both know those rhinestones will fade away, but your love and lyric have longevity, and we're all basking in the warmth of their legacy. And you help me believe that my dreams aren't just pennies in a wishing well, but they're butterflies, and they can take with wings to the skies. You cut through the world like a stream, bringing life and laughter to everything, so every boy and girl would come to know how they are beautiful and special like a rainbow. You'll forever be our great Smoky Mountain Queen. I think I failed to convey all my gratitude. So if you hear one thing, hear this. If you hear one thing, hear this. Oh, if you hear one thing, hear this. I will always love you. Thank you so much.
That's Lisa Clow. Thank y'all, and join us again next time for more real live music on the Blue Plate Special.